That's supposed to be white, Alan.
Bad. All the things we're learning today. And there it is. How cool is that? There is now fuel in the bilge. Next thing I know, the premier of the BVI, the president, is standing next to me, and I mean, it's just crazy. Well, hello, gang. Look kind of like warmed over death here. It's just been a whirlwind since arriving here in the BVI. Just a lot to do, and so today is getaway day. I got to leave here in about an hour. Go back home. Got to work for a month. While it's here, I've managed to hire a boat manager, kind of get settled in here. All the things that you need to do in order for someone to take care of your boat and have your boat taken care of while you're gone for a month, right? So I've got a boat manager. MarineMax is right over there. So, and then just kind of turning things around. You know, when you take a boat on a 900-mile journey south over the ocean, stuff happens. We got a couple of little issues we're dealing with, but in general, it's doing really well. The trip was, as you saw in the last video, the trip was great. So one of the things I normally do is all the laundry when we're done. So here it all is. I'm not doing that anymore. Well, I'm saying not anymore. It's just I don't have time, so I'm gonna have a service do it, and my boat manager will take care of that. His name is Simon, by the way. Kind of putting things back together here. I'm gonna leave that there for when I come back. I need to give a big shout out to Hull Shield. The hull shield in the starboard engine room is just having a hard time, and I'm getting intermittent beeping. So we feel, after talking to Hull Shield a long time, everybody there, we feel like it was damaged when the transmission overheated and, you know, oil went everywhere. So they have been kind enough to send me another HD 100 with 4 transducers, so that's amazing. And so an electronics place here in town is at BVI on Tortola is going to replace it for me. So that's really great. I mean, they're doing this on their own. It's not their fault that this happened, but they wanted me to be happy, and so I appreciate everyone at Hull Shield for doing that. It works amazingly well. You probably saw a few shots of underwater when I was in the Bahamas, and everything's clean down there. It's awesome. Now, I mentioned one small thing happened on the trip down here, and here it is. No, the bed didn't get thrown apart. Here's what it is. The spare fuel tank is right over there, right by that pillow. The pillow fell down in there. And somehow the jostling around or what, a connection came loose or something. There is now fuel in the bilge right down here. Here, got a light so you can see better. There's the spare fuel tank. And you see that yellow substance down in there? That is fuel. That's not good. So consequently, you know, when something gets in the bilge like that, an odor, it goes throughout the air conditioning system. You see right here. So a little faint smell of fuel is coming out of the air conditioner. That's how I knew something was wrong, and I knew the spare tank was down here. So I think a connector came loose or wasn't put on properly to begin with, or I don't know. MarineMax is going to come over and take a look at it right away, because you don't want fuel sitting in your bilge. I mean, it's just a tiny amount, so it's not a huge leak, whatever it is. And honestly, you know, after a long trip like that, to have only one little thing like this, I know you might say that's not a little thing. Well, leaks happen on boats, so not that big of a deal. And they'll get to it right away. Halfway down, Captain Matt noticed that my fuel filters were a little clogged. He saw the pressure gauges. So ended up changing one on the way down here. Unfortunately, I didn't have a second one. I don't know why, but I didn't. My bad. So as you can see here, we went in and changed the second one when we got here on the port side.
This just needs to be unscrewed.
Oh, look at that. Let's figure it out.
That's supposed to be white, Alan.
And it's black. A dirty filter. There you go. Bad. Good. Learning new
And then
shit.
that goes into the lid.
Okay.
What I like doing for the next guy, so it isn't hard.
That would be me.
Yeah, so it isn't as hard to get out, is I try to bend these things up as much as I can.
Right.
So that they can just be grabbed by the next guy. And this just shove it down in there or you'll push diesel fuel everywhere. Kind of get it down in so it's snug.
Yeah.
Okay, what I want to do is now we need to make sure we bleed the air out of the system.
Yeah.
So I'm just opening up that bleed screw. Okay, and then this is like a bicycle pump.
Right.
That's doing is pulling fuel through the system. And I'm waiting for fuel to come out of here without any air.
Right. There you go.
Looks like it's cleaning up. Okay. And then I was like
Pumping some more.
pumping it until it gets hard.
All right.
And then I'll bleed it one more time.
Okay. All the things we're learning today. I have to turn a company called Corks, which has sunglass holders right around your neck, sent this to me. There they are. And see, got the Hillbilly on it. Is that crazy? So they sent me just a pile of them, so you can get them on the wanderinghillbilly.com if you want. And look, oh look, here's Matt. Hang on, just look that way.
Hey.
And there it is. How cool is that? Thank you for modeling for me. There's a really, really nice marine shop here at Nanny Key with all sorts of equipment and tools, everything you need, right? So I appreciate Captain Matt noticing that and teaching me how to change the fuel filter. You know, who knows? I'm learning, right? Up to the fly bridge now. One other little mishap that happened on the 900-mile journey. Mishap, I don't know what you call it. This door got jammed. I can lock it like this, okay? But now, I can't unlock it. So the innards here got jammed somehow, and if I poke my finger in it, I can unlock it. Here, I'm gonna try to, if I just do that, then it unlocks. So there's something just jammed this all the way down through the door to the bottom. I don't know about these doors, so that's on the list to get fixed, but another small little thing that happened on the trip. Another little thing, this is kind of a really big rookie mistake. I wasn't aware that my Raymarine didn't go down past the Bahamas. I didn't buy the package for all of the Caribbean. So I had to get that done real quick, and oops, all right. But now we have navigation in the BVI. Of course, we have our iPads, and Captain Matt had his iPad as well, so there's always a backup with that. And yeah, we can talk about that for a second because, you know, it was $360 for me to get the micro SD card that is all of the Caribbean, and you know, Navionics on your iPad is $20. So I don't know, and it's the same map, and I don't know why they won't allow you to download or transfer between Navionics and Raymarine and back and forth. I've heard people say, oh, you can, but I've never seen it applies. I don't think you can, but it's kind of dumb that you can't. Okay, back down. I noticed when I woke up this morning, there was I don't know, like a pump sound going on, and I went over here and checked the C zone over here, and I found out that the washdown pump was just constantly going. So I walked down where the washdown is, which is over here. This, now, hang on. This beautiful thing, which has hot and cold water. I just noticed it was trickling a little bit, so the pump had been going on all night, so you gotta make sure you turn off all that stuff. Okay, now I'm gonna sit down for this one because this one's amazing. So, you know, I have been recognized quite a lot down here in the couple of days that I've been here, which is really humbling. It's really nice, and everybody's very complimentary about the videos and what have you. And so last night I'm at one of my favorite restaurants here, Omar's, and halfway through, Omar shows up. Well, hi, Omar. I've never met him before. So he was very complimentary and said thanks for pushing. I've pushed his restaurant over and over again. If you want some of the best food in the BVI, go to Omar's Fusion. It's over in Soper's Hole. Indian and Caribbean type stuff. It's amazing. There's also one here at Nanny Key, although it's smaller and a little more, the menu's a little smaller here. Anyway, so he has me call someone who follows me. It was fun talking to her. And then next thing I know, the premier of the BVI, that would be the president, is standing next to me, and I stand up and say hi to him. Here are a couple of pictures. I mean, it's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm not quite sure when this video is going to air. Probably 1st of June-ish, maybe end of May-ish. I'm not quite sure, but we're having a Wandering Hillbilly event on Marina Key. Marina Key is coming back, man. Marina Key used to be gorgeous and wonderful, and then the hurricane just obliterated it. But Scrub Island is taking it over, and so they're going to make it their water sports area. They're going to have a restaurant. They're going to have a couple of food trucks that they're going to build into the scenery there in a unique way that is very cool. They've got a great vision for the place, and in mid-June it is going to open up, and we're going to have a Meet the Wandering Hillbilly event. I know, crazy, right? There's a big smudge on this camera. Oh yeah, I can see the smudge now. Sorry. That's it, very quick video. I just wanted to recap what happened after we got here and a couple of days that we're here. Like I said, I'm going back to California, and I got to work for a month, and then we'll be back here in the BVI for most of June. So there you go. Bye.